Okay, hi you guys, and welcome to our almost final week. We've got this week and then another week. Now, I promised this week would be an easy week, and it is. You have one thing to do, and that's your journal entry. So, here's how it will work. Your final paper is going to be written up as a journal entry. I'm more concerned with you getting the stuff out than I am you giving me the proper formatting and so forth. This paper is more about your thoughts and how you reflect upon the course than it is about the prompt that I give you. So here we go. You are going to give me an example of the course, 3 examples from the course, each of which corresponds to one of the 3 elements from Plato's cave. You're going to have to track back in your head and remember what Plato's cave is. Remember, philosophy tells us 3 things. Okay, we know 3 things from philosophy. The cave tells us about each one. Okay, the first is that philosophy questions our most basic assumptions. Remember, we had prisoners locked in chains, and when the chains were released, they began to question their most basic assumptions. What was real? So for you, philosophy questioning your most basic assumptions may actually have had to do with metaphysics and the nature of objects, or whether or not we make reality with our minds, or whether reality is really out there. Or one of your most basic assumptions could have had to do with ethics and right and wrong, and whether or not duty-based ethics is what constitutes right or wrong, or whether it's consequentialism or a form of divine command theory. I want you to come up with an example from this course which demonstrates that philosophy questioning your most basic assumptions. Just one. Whether it was free will or the existence of God or knowledge, any of those will do as a good example. Okay, so one example. Then you're going to give me another example from the course where philosophy was hard work. Now, it could be hard work for a couple of different reasons. One, it could have just been tough to understand it. So that might be the ontological argument. Notoriously difficult to understand. We're not sure what's being said or why they're saying it. But it is an example of something in philosophy that's hard to do. Or something in this course might have been hard to do because of your prior beliefs. So for some students, it's very difficult to approach the problem of evil because they have religious convictions or they don't have religious convictions, and so it's a difficult subject to approach. I want you to come up with an example from this course where philosophy was hard work, okay, either psychologically or intellectually. And lastly, the goal of philosophy, which is autonomy. The goal of this course is that you have independent reasons for thinking the way that you do, that you live the life that you want, that you have the values that you want, and not someone else's, right? I want you to think your own thoughts and be your own person. I don't want you to simply inherit opinions or ideas from the TV or a relative or a book. I want you to figure these things out for yourself. So give me something that you now have independent reasons for thinking. So for some people, maybe they think this is the mind-body problem, and they say, gosh, I always thought I had a soul, but after studying the mind-body problem, I now have a reason for thinking that I'm not a non-physical, that I'm a non-physical thing, that I am, okay, great, that I am, I've never seen that error message before in my life. I now have reasons for thinking that I am a non-physical thing in addition to being a physical thing. So an example of that might be that mind experiment we did with your front door. And you realize, gosh, I have these non-physical thoughts. I always thought I was more than just my physical body, and now I realize that I am, or something like that. It could be that you are now more independent with regard to the existence of God. So you now have reasons for thinking that God exists, and you could rattle them off. I think the ontological argument is good, the cosmological argument is good, the teleological argument is good. Any of these examples would work. So come up with an area of the course that you now have reasons for thinking something that maybe you thought before. Okay? All right, it's a pretty straightforward journal entry, but I wanted to give you a video of it first. That's all you have to do this week, and then I will see you guys next week. Okay, good luck in there. I look forward to reading your journals, and there is a minimum word count of, wait for it, 300 whopping words. So it's pretty straightforward, but I really want to hear it from your heart. Okay, you guys, you're almost done, almost to the finish line. I'll see you in there.